Hey everybody. Okay, we are almost done with our group here. So welcome to day 6. So today, it's kind of a different journal activity, but I definitely think that it's helpful and useful. Today, I want you to look over the work that we've done over this past week, and I want you to really, dig deep and look at these beliefs and these expectations, okay? I want you to look deep about what you feel that your family expects of you, what you feel that you need to do. What do we need to do for Thanksgiving, right? What do we need to do? We need to be up all night cooking, this extravagant meal that, a lot of times for a lot of people gets, quite a bit of it gets wasted. We need to go Black Friday shopping. We need to have healthy alternatives. We need to make sure if we, go eat Thanksgiving dinner that we watch our portions and, that we can't have a piece of pumpkin pie. And if we do, then, we got to make sure we have, an extra hour of cardio or whatever, right? So like all of these, these beliefs that you have, now that we've kind of processed through some of the emotions kind of tied to our family and our family history and our family baggage, now I want to kind of take a look at like this cultural programming that we have, okay, especially as women. I want to really kind of dig deep into why we believe the way that we believe and, why it's harmful and what we can do to change it. So I promised some practical tips too. So I'm just going to tell you guys, kind of how I'm handling Thanksgiving this year. And this is how I plan on handling it probably forever. So our Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving meals are supposed to be special, right? But like through my process that I've done with my journaling and my my activities and stuff that we've done throughout this group, I realized that it truly is just about gathering and being with family and making memories and taking pictures and and having that time together. So we're doing something a little bit different this year. We are we have like a lot of like little substitutions. I make a mean green bean casserole, so I am making that homemade. I'm sorry, I got a message from somebody while I was talking and it made me laugh. My niece is excited for Thanksgiving dinner because she wants turkey so bad. Anyway, so we're using a lot of these kind of fill-in things, We're not spending hundreds of dollars on dinner. I'll be making my green bean casserole. That'll be pretty expensive because I like to make it a certain way. But pretty much everything else, it's just going to be little bits and pieces. Probably going to use the bagged mashed potatoes, the box macaroni and cheese, maybe dress it up a little bit. We take a box of shells and cheese and, throw some breadcrumbs or some cheese on top, put it in the oven, in the broiler for a couple of minutes. Have a nice crispy, yummy tasting top to it. And people probably won't even know that you didn't make it yourself. Same thing with the mashed potatoes. So just trying to find these simple little substitutions and fixes that we can do to make our lives a lot easier. Okay. Do we really need to have 4 or 5 like separate gatherings? That's been something that's been a major source of stress in our household, is because of my family's kind of unique situation. It makes the holidays stupid stressful trying to get everything figured out. So now what'll be happening is we'll be having our Thanksgiving in our house, and our immediate family will be invited, and the people that can come will come, and the people that can't come won't. And guess what? I'm not attached to it either way, because I know that we're gonna have, that nice family time that we're looking for regardless. Okay. So, if people, don't want to come because of other family, or if they can't come, they can't make it, I'm not attached to that. I'm not upset with them. I'm just going to do things the way that I feel like it's going to be best and healthiest for everyone in the situation, and people can either go along with it or not. So I know that that's not everybody's, that may not be everybody's reality. It is everybody's reality. You always get a choice of what you will accept and what you will and won't do. But I also understand that that reality can be kind of, even though you know you can do those things, it can be very difficult given, maybe some certain family dynamics that you have that make kind of going against tradition very, very difficult for you to do. So I know that's not for everybody. But I mean, I would just urge you, though. I know that the message is so simple, but to me, I mean, at least like for me, I had really lost it. So I mean, I'm gonna just remind you that these holidays. I'm not gonna go too much into Christmas because we're gonna do another group for Christmas too. But like these holidays, they're meant to spend time with family and enjoy and love one another and talk and laugh. And that, I mean, I don't want to like get up in my soapbox and like I don't know, like go on a little rant. But, I don't know when this happened that we decided that we need to spend 3 days cooking and then clean up the house and then go to sleep for 2 hours and then go Black Friday shopping. What? Like, no, we've got to fight this. Okay, I'm not going to go there. But yeah, okay, I know I got way off topic, you guys. Okay, so again, if for those of you that are still, you're still here for this intro, yeah, really examine how those things that stress you down, those things that weigh you down, those I'm a little pop second here that I'm playing with, the things that stress you out about the holidays. Okay, if it's not your family, if it is the kind of expectations around the holidays, who's placing those on you? If you're placing them on yourself, if you're giving some kind of grade of worth to yourself for how you handle, domestic responsibilities, the holidays or whatever, yes, take pride. I mean, you decorate your house, you make this big, beautiful meal. Like, if that is what you want to do, if that's what makes your heart happy, then do it. But if there's any part of that is just a massive emotional weight or drain on you, and be honest with the people that love you and see if there's any compromise, any delegation that you can do. Is there any compromise in the situation? Can you delegate any tasks? Is there, are there any kind of similar but good substitutions, like the example with the macaroni and cheese earlier? Easy, ways to bring ease and peace into your life. Is there a way to combine, families, or to combine events instead of, having 3 or 4 separate events in 3 or 4 separate households? Is there a way to combine something? If our family was more put together, okay. Like I told you guys, I have a lot of family that, I don't have a lot of family. 2 of my major family members are in a nursing home. And so that makes what we're able to do limited. But if my family were like normal, quote unquote, and healthy and everything like that, then I think it's always a great option to try to like rent out one of those little centers, community centers, to be able to have something. Everybody brings something, everybody helps, put into the community center fee. That might be an option for you if you have the means to do that. Maybe not. Well, I guess I shouldn't have suggested that because you probably can't do that this year. But there is always a simplification, okay? I guess that's what I'm trying to really get out here, is there's always a simpler way to do things. There's always a more efficient way to do things, but it may require for you to unattach your worth from your ability to do these things. And it may require for you to kind of see through this veil of this cultural programming to see what is what is this even about? Why are we doing this? And this should be a joyful time. You shouldn't, in my opinion, I mean, obviously, I'm not small. That's not a secret. But I have used mindfulness-based practices to lose weight, quite a bit of it actually. And, you know, you don't want to gain weight on Thanksgiving, but you're stressed about it. That's what's going to happen. You know, you go to a family dinner and you have a good time and you laugh and you enjoy yourself and every bite of the meal is so good, you know, and you eat that piece of pie and you're laughing and you go home and you're just like, man, I just had a wonderful day. You might experience like a temporary uptick of like some bloating, but I'm telling you, if you are only eating like while you still feel good and you're enjoying yourself and you are having fun and you're not experiencing guilt and shame for what you're eating, and you're not, you know, you're not like, oh, I'm bad, you know, you're not going to be punished for enjoying your time. You're not going to be punished for experiencing joy in life, okay? Make sure it's joy, though, and not overindulgence. And you can tell the difference with how you're feeling. If we do something, example, I've had some issues with alcohol in the past, so I really can't use like an example of a glass of wine, but I mean, I guess maybe that'll help illustrate this for most people. You know, there's nothing wrong necessarily with a glass of wine, and if you're the kind of person that can have a glass of wine with a friend and feel good and bring joy and, you know, and happiness and positivity into that space, then, I mean, that glass of wine more than likely will not have a profound negative effect on your life or your body or anything else, okay? But, you know, if you're like how I was, that first glass, yeah, it's for social reasons. It feels good, right? And as you keep going, you notice that switch from the joy to overindulgence when it stops feeling good. And I don't mean feeling good as in like, I'm having a good time. I mean feeling good as in like that ball, kind of like a light, the ball of light at your center, you know, your intuition that helps guide you. And you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, you go back for that third piece of pizza, or, you know, you go back for that refill on your drink, and you gotta like shoo that little voice out of your head, you know, that's like, this might be a little too much, or, oh, you should really kind of, you know, slow down. This is gonna stop you from being, you know, able to have fun with your family. This is gonna distract you. You know, you start shooing that little voice away that says to slow down. That's probably your cue to slow down. If you're passing into that overindulgence instead of just enjoying your life. But yeah, you know, take a look at that. Is society deeming who you should be? Is culture deeming who you should be? Is tradition telling you who you should be? I mean, are we letting these kind of like Instagram perfect realities dictate our lives? You know, is that how we're deciding whether or not we're going to have joy? Is based upon what everybody else does? I'm gonna leave it here, okay? Look, anybody that's listening to this, like, that's absurd, it's Thanksgiving, I'm going to do things the right way. If you want to do that, and you can do that without being miserable, I'm happy for you. I cannot. So, as we know, you know, living in that joyful space, not happy, you know, because happy can be dependent on things, but, you know, joy in a lot of ways can be a choice. You know, we're living in that joyful space. Only good things can come to us. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that here. That's your writing prompt for today, and then tomorrow we'll have another special little video, and then we'll have a special meditation for Thursday for Thanksgiving. Okay, all right. Welcome to day 6. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.